Welcome everyone. This is Araceli, wealth advisor and real estate investor in the US and real estate coach. I actually do help people start their business in the US, buying US property, either flipping or having a rental income coming in. So I'm here with Colette today. Colette, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I love what Araceli does. I am a real estate broker. My name is Colette Raba. I am a real estate broker in the GTA. We get so excited talking about real estate. That's why we do the show. And I love what Araceli is doing in the States. She is building people's financial net worth like exponentially. It's great. I am soon to be a client of hers. I don't want to say that out loud, but let's just, one day at a time.
I
But
will
anyway,
tonight.
we both believe in real estate being very good investments. So, please don't listen to us. Well, listen to us, but make sure you feel safe, you feel confident. Get your lawyers, get your local real estate agents to really help you and support you and make sure that you're not overpaying. And this is our opinion about real estate, but please get your own support, get your own advice from professionals, please. We are here to share information. If you want to use us, if we're in the right area as you are, as you want to invest, please, we're a phone call away.
Yeah.
This is
Or
why
if,
we do the show.
or if you're a Canadian and you want to start learning how to invest in the US,
Yeah.
please contact me. All my info is below, and please remember to subscribe and check out all the stuff that we do, because this information is free. It's for you to make an educated decision on what you're going to be doing or how you're going to be starting to invest. So today,
Yes.
what are we talking about, Colette?
Yeah, so one thing, I got a question the other day about what's a HELOC. And I get it every once in a while. I'm like, how do you not know what a HELOC is? So not to say that it's in normal people's vocabulary, a HELOC stands for a home equity line of credit. That's how you HELOC. It can happen in the States. It can happen in Canada. If you're in another country, I'm not sure how that works, but generally speaking, and we're talking general terms too, as far as we're not lenders, we are not mortgage agents. So we're just talking about concept and the general things that we know and what we've gone through ourselves,
Yeah.
and to give you examples of what a HELOC is. So, and why do you need one? Maybe you don't even need one. I have a HELOC. I haven't touched it. Araceli has a
Right.
HELOC, doesn't touch it. It's almost like a safety net. So for us, if something, let's say something happens, and we need that money, I have that as a safety net to say, okay, something happened, somebody got into a car accident, somebody got into whatever, I need a new car, and I don't have that extra income, I can tap into it if I want to. So what is a HELOC? Let's give examples, shall we? Is that
Okay.
the
First of
best?
all, the home equity line of credit can only be attained if you own a home. Okay.
Yes.
You cannot just go to the bank and say, "Can I have a HELOC?"
Right. So
Not
there's
gonna happen,
two,
right?
yeah, and there's two things. If you don't own your home 100%, if you still have a mortgage on your house, you can get a
Right.
HELOC.
Yeah.
If you own your house 100% and have no payments, you can get a HELOC as well. So it's a really good product. Don't forget it's a product
Mhm.
that a bank or lender will offer you, as opposed to you having to sell your house or taking out a different loan. So it is a loan. It is a borrowing situation.
Correct. And this is basically that you're getting like a credit card, right? And a credit card, but just with a bigger balance. And the way that they calculate how much money you get is depending on the equity that you have in your property, right? Can
Right,
you explain
right.
that, Colette?
Yeah, sure. So let's just say, as example, your house is worth $1 million. Okay, so now it's $1 million. The lender says to you, okay, let's see how much, and you need an appraisal, and the appraisal will cost money too if you want to go to get. It's
Yeah.
not just like the bank will say, oh yeah, we like you and we're gonna give you a HELOC. No, 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 it's not that. So you go to the lender and say, I would like to know how much I can get on a HELOC. And sometimes the banks really like you because you're great, your credit is great, you've been making all your monthly payments for your mortgage. They just offer it to you. You're like, what? I don't know if I
But there
want.
is, I just want to point out that there is a cost to get it. It's not just
Right.
free or automatic. They still,
Right.
they will still check your credit. They will still charge you for an appraisal. That is up to you. And also sometimes the bank will have a fee to process all of these. So this is
Right.
not a free product. Automatically you get it. So
Right. So they're using your house as collateral, but not just your house. So let's just say, okay, let's go back. So your house is worth $1 million. The lender says, oh, we'll give you HELOC. And these are the things too with the lingo where they say LTV. What's LTV? LTV is loan to value. So my house is worth $1 million. The lender says we'll give you 50%, like these are just general numbers, give you 50% loan to value. And you're like, okay, great. I can borrow, I can, my HELOC is going to be $500,000. No, no. Let's say you have paid off your mortgage, the $1 million. You didn't buy your house at $1 million, but let's say you bought your house for whatever, 750, but you've paid off $500,000. So we're using nice round numbers here. So you have a balance owing of, I don't know, let's just call it that way. Let's say the payment that you still owe on your house is 500,000. So even though you bought it for 750, you've only paid off 250. So you have a balance of your mortgage of 500,000. They calculate that on the balance of the mortgage. So your HELOC calculation is not 50% of the full value of the house, but what the balance of the mortgage is. So if you've paid off that, great. That's how they do the calculation. And then that's how they'll lend you the difference of what is
correct.
already in
And
your.
that is the difference is called equity. So whatever equity you have, that's what they will give you that value, the loan to value. The
Right,
50%, 65%. Every bank or institution has a different loan to value. Also,
right.
depending on your credit, that will also increase your loan to value. So
Yeah.
it's many, you know,
Yeah, there's lots of different factors,
factors.
even right. And even they they will lend it to you even if you don't need it. So if you say, "Listen, I don't
Correct.
need $250,000. I just need 50,000." They're like, "Who cares? Take the 250 and don't spend it." So just like a
Yeah,
credit card,
exactly. Of
if
course.
you need, so and I'll give you another example. So why you need a HELOC. So let's just say I have credit card debt. I have $50,000 in a credit card debt. My credit card is charging me 22% interest, which is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I go to the bank and I say, or I go to the lender and say, hi, what percent can I get a HELOC? Because don't assume
Right.
that a HELOC, oh, I can't even see the flag. He wants a HELOC.
Yes.
No,
Thank
no,
you.
you don't qualify. I don't want to see your house.
Yeah.
So if you say, okay, I have 22% interest rate here. My HELOC is not the same as my mortgage. It's like this is the other thing too. A HELOC is very similar to a second mortgage. So a second mortgage is always going to be higher at a higher rate than your first mortgage. So depending on the lender
Not as
again,
much as the credit card. Not as
of
much.
course.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't make any sense. So if I'm paying 22% on a credit card and my HELOC is 8%, I'm still going to have to pay back that 8%, but at least I'm not paying 22%. So that nice shirt that I bought is now not costing me the purchase price plus 22%. I'm paying that plus, the 8% that I have to pay on it. So that's why people want to amalgamate their debt. They take whatever they are owed. Maybe they have a higher car payment. Maybe you have school debt. I don't know what the interest rate is there, but if you want to amalgamate all of that and put it into a HELOC and pay off your debt, then pay off the HELOC. You have to still repay that,
Oh yeah.
right? But if you're doing these monthly payments anyway, why not? Why not get a better rate, a better
Absolutely. So this tactic, we'll use it a lot in financial planning to be able to to repay the debt faster. So
yeah.
talk to a financial advisor, of your choosing, you can always contact me as well to find out if this is something that might benefit you, because this all has to fall into your financial plan. So
Yes.
this is a product to be used as a tool to help you get out of there faster, not just
Yes.
go out there and have trips or buy, a Mercedes Benz or anything like that. No, if you are going to do that, you still need to plan how you're going to repay that debt, even if it's at a lower interest, right?
Right. Yeah, and absolutely. So this is the thing. If you're paying whatever a month extra on that 22% credit card, why? You have options. So get rid of your debt. I think that's something that people are terribly afraid of when they look at those numbers on paper. But
Yeah,
talking to Araceli, talking to a financial advisor to say, how can I burn this debt down? And it's something else too. If you think, oh, I'm never going to have to repay it, like I know there's lots of people out there that don't even look at their student debt and they don't pay it, but it's getting bigger. It doesn't go away.
absolutely.
How do you sleep at night? I don't know.
And
But
it's just because of the interest rate. So people don't
right,
understand how much it accumulates and continue to pile up. And if you're making a smaller payment, it's going to continue. It's like you're not paying anything and the debt
right,
will continue to be there. So anyway, that's for another episode. But
right.
that is one of the things that you could do to utilize your home equity line of credit to pay your debt quicker. Another thing that you can utilize your line of credit or your home equity line of credit if you have lots of equity in your property is to buy a property in the US to create some passive income coming to you. That could result in covering the payment for your line of credit and having extra cash for you to add to your lifestyle or to save, anything that you need to do.
Right, absolutely. So let's just say as example, I have $100,000. I give it to Araceli. It grows by, let's just say, even $20,000 at the end of the day. After everything is said and done, she gives you $120,000 back. That, and there's no guarantees, but let's just say with numbers, you take that $100,000 HELOC and you put it back into the HELOC and you pay it off. And the numbers should work that the amount of time that you borrowed that $100,000 doesn't equal $120,000. So you should get that difference in how much, and you build your equity that way. You can take it out again and put it into something, another
Exactly.
house.
That is a
So,
really good thing about the HELOC is that you don't have to requalify. It's like having a credit card that has a balance. And
good
the
point.
balance actually increases as you continue to pay your
Yes,
mortgage because your mortgage goes down, your line of credit limit
goes up.
will go up.
That's
So,
right, because it's on a percentage based on that, not based on, and of course, real estate grows too. So if you do want to requalify and say, well, now my house is worth 2 million, what can I borrow? Based on how much you paid off too. So those two numbers always, it's a sliding scale, but it's only to your advantage.
that's correct.
Yeah.
So just remember, if you are looking to get a home equity line of credit, first of all, you need to own a home that has some equity, right?
Yeah.
It has to have some equity. It is not free to get it. You still have to get minimum an appraisal, and depending on the bank, they will still check your credit and also maybe charge you a fee. All banks and institutions are different. That's why we don't want to commit exactly to what you would pay. It's best that you check with them exactly what
Yeah.
you need and
Yeah.
how much it's going to cost you, and then how you can use it. You can repay your debt. You can maybe buy a car without having to qualify at that institution, right? And get it for a cheaper interest rate. You can also buy real estate in the US to generate some cash flow or chunks of money if you decide to do flips. So there is just a few uses that you can have with
Yeah,
a
there's a lot more. Yeah, there's tons of other uses. You can take a holiday, you can open a business. Like these are all things, but you want to keep yourself safe. You don't want to use the money for something that because you do have to pay it back. Don't
Oh, yeah,
forget.
yeah, yeah, that's right. So that's the thing. Always do
Yeah.
planning. Whatever you use your line of credit, make sure that you have an end goal. What am I using it? How long am I going to keep this debt? how am I going to repay it back?
Absolutely.
All right, so that's all for today. If you have any other uses for your HELOC, just make sure that you subscribe and comment below and let us know. If you
Yay!
forgot about it, we'll add it in the next episode, okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you guys. So we'll see you, Colette. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for being here on the show. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when there are more shows available. And if you would like to have more information on how to start investing in real estate, please visit my website at www.aracelihernandez.com. Thank you.